Hey, third session, working in my craft room. I'm working on this area, so probably just gonna watch some YouTube or something or listen to a book while I do it. So I will show you the progress in a minute and then hopefully do a little sorting of something, maybe. I don't know. So this is where am I? I'm like in the middle of the room pretty much right now. So this is what things look like now. Still looking pretty crazy. I've sorted some of my empty boxes so that they're similar in size. Oh, what's over here? That is a table that could be used for something. A couple of craft carts, and then that, orientate yourself where you were. And I moved stuff out of my way so I could sit in my chair. So my path is gone, and my trash bags are back in here so I can fill them up. But there's still a little bit of floor space showing. So I will be back. It took me about an hour and a half, but my desk is cleaned off. I think there's a little bit less on the floor here, but now that my desk's cleaned off, I can use it as a landing station, and so that's a good thing. I do have a couple things I need to put away, because, I kind of sort next to me, and then I have to put them away, and if I don't put them away, they just become spread out piles again. All right, so that's where I am right now, and hopefully after work tomorrow, I have energy to do some more. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with the Mixed Media. And look, I can pull up my chair, kind of. There's still stuff on the floor because I moved stuff around. I don't know why I just introduced myself, because before this you'll see the little before and after of my desk. And I was trying to think, what do I want to work on next? Because now I have a landing zone so that I can kind of work on something. So I thought I'd start with something easy, which my inks have gotten a little out of control. So I just need to they have a home, is the thing. So and stuff has gotten in there that shouldn't be in there. That's just the, you know how it goes. You know how you do. Sprayer does not go in there. Stamps do not go in here, just the ink. So I have, all right, just gonna set those stamps over there for now. And, oh, look at this. So I got all kinds of whatever in here. And this drawer had my permanent inks in there, but I have a different place for those now. Where is it? I need to dump that in the trash. So, like these, I actually have a little shelf up here now for the big ones. I do need to put little labels on the front of some of those. But I think I'll still put the stays on. Well, I'm actually just going to move all these into here for now. Should just fast forward to this part if I'm gonna. I don't need them to be in exact order. I really don't. I really just telling myself right now that I don't. Kind of do, but I kind of don't. Kind of get them in a roundabout order, right? There shouldn't be more than 2 rows of the reds, pinks, and oranges, I don't think. Oh, no, I have more oranges, so there actually might be. I might have more yellows and oranges and pinks than I realize. All right, don't know what happened to the box these go in. So I'm going to stick them in this until I can find it. Although they fell out of that one, so what good is that? I only have one of these. What would you do if you only have one? You know what I mean? I don't see the point of just having one, I guess. Maybe is my point. I mean, my point is that I don't see the point. All right, I'm always going to look there for the aged mahogany, even though I know it's in the red area, so I usually try to look in the red area. Ice spruce is supposed to be it's like a green blue. I don't know. Oh, I think I have a lot of greens. That might be my problem. So how do you guys organize yours? It's nice to get these little ones, and then you can see which ones you really like, and you can get the big ones. like I think the Forest Moss I got before it was available in the 4-pack. And so that one definitely has oh my word, that one I have the big one for because I wasn't willing to wait. So, oh, there's more orange. Of course there is, because I got the marigold and the persimmon and who knows what else. Alright, put these with these light greens. Bundled sage I don't use as much because it's probably dried out because the cover kept coming off. So what I did is I think I put, well, I taped it on. I wasn't sure if I put tape around it to try to get it to stick better or what. Purple, brown, blues, old paper, which is sort of a neutral, right? And there's probably some more of these sitting around somewhere. But, you know, and then sometimes I do have to Victorian velvet. Sometimes I have to stack these just because I have more than what fits in the drawer. That's why. Barn door. And also I have 2 tea dyes, so they just go on top of each other. It goes in the general. That's a neutral. And that's all the ones that are in this drawer. So now that can go. I had this on the bottom. No, I didn't. I had it the 3rd one down. I think I'm going to put it the 2nd one down. Oh, no, I do have more. Look at that. I've been throwing them in the drawer. I knew I had more. Black soot, ground espresso, smoky, and the bandit. Another pink. Raspberry. But as long as they can go too deep, that makes me happy, and I can just keep them in that drawer. Alright, here's the drawer that has weathered wood didn't get put in there. It's alright, we'll just toss it in there. Alright, like I said, the stamps and whatnot. Oh, mushrooms. That's not, I don't think that's the size because she fit 6 to a page and I had 4 to a page. But if you want to check out these mushrooms at pmartiststudio.com, it's one of my designs. Alright, I do have my stays on in here. Oh, look, another square one. Shocker! Stick that in there. But now that they're like organized a little bit better, I can. Vintage photo. I had a hole just for that. Oh, that's embossing. Okay. So we have the stays on, and the brown is the one I use the most. And I have this yellow one because I don't, you know, the permanent ink I had that was yellow, it was empty. So, all right. So these go there. I'm missing a drawer. No, I'm not. I got both drawers. Okay. Hey, that's right. I have an extra drawer now, so you know what? I think that I will be able to have one of these drawers be for my sponges and inks thingies, whatnot. I just need to get all the craft crumbs. I don't know what they all are. Alright, and then we'll organize our permanent inks into here. Oh, will it upset you if I don't? I don't know. Where do you put plum? Reddish. Oh, they have to be facing the right way. You know that. I'm weird like that. See, would you put pinks with purples or with reds? I think the other one I put the pinks with the reds. So there. Plum is like a purple. Green. Oh, I don't have any yellows. We already know that. Blues, green. I know I have more of these somewhere. Green and blues. Whoops. I like to get these little archival inks so I have an option in colors. Now at one point I bought like a bunch of different colors of the what's the word I want? Different colors. Oh, of the embossing powders. And then I found out you could just use clear and use whatever color. And then I was like, well, that seemed like a waste to have all those there. And then these don't all fit in the bottom drawer, so I just put my shiny ones in this drawer with these. And then the other ones are all in the other drawer. And knowing me, there's probably more somewhere. And those can go back there. That's a brilliance one. And these can go back in the bottom drawer, and more craft crumbs. Or whatever drawer crumbs, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so this I'm actually putting on the top. No, if I'm going to put these in there, then they're going to go on the top shelf, I think. Oh no, they'll go on the third shelf. Okay, now to the shelf I can't. Okay, I just need to put these in that bottom drawer. The bottom drawer is harder to get out, that's all. And I'm not too, I've actually organized that drawer more recently, so it's not too bad. Oh, we missed one. Where did I put these? Oh, it's going to mess with my head. See, 2 of these are solid, and 3 of them are not, but I don't look over there or not. It's okay. Alright, and then I'm going to put all these in here, and these, and then they won't spill anymore. And when I find them, I can just stick them in the drawer. Well, that's the one that can stay out. There we go. I have another drawer that's lower down, but I have sponges and stuff like that in. Problem is, I can never open that drawer because there's always stuff there. There's always stuff there. Stuff. But, that was an easy put away because I know where all that goes. Alright, now. And I'm, probably not going to get rid of any of those. Now, if we're moving on to stamps, which have also kind of run away. These ones actually have, alright, these ones like this, I don't think that one fits. I have a little paper sorter type thing up here that I keep the ones that can fit. That one doesn't really fit though. But I don't ever need the whole thing. I could probably cut. Alright, let's take this down so we can sort through it and see if there's anything that we might want to. Right, paint brushes I'm going to put on the mixed media tray. That I might put on the wall. See, it's my son's handprint. But I don't have both sons, so then I feel bad. But that was like when he was 3. And somehow there's a foot. One of those little silicone feet ended up on there somehow. Stick that there so you hide it. Alright. So, I have my art book from PM Artist Studio. And, I have my, see, I like this house. Alright, so this is where I've been putting my transfers, are in here. What else is in here? A little notebook that I never look at, even though I've written things in it. Oh, this could probably go in the drawer. No. Oh, look, there's the squirrel paper clips. I forgot those were in there. I should probably label that. That is tag that I really like. And oh, that was when I was doing the thing with Amy. And this was notes. I don't know. There's different notes and stuff. This was my mom's thing when she started doing the jewelry making, which was like right before she passed away. So that's like, I don't know, sentimental stuff. When I come across it, I like to look at it. And then this is all the sentiments and whatnot. And guest checks. I had a couple. Here we go. I have these that I can stick in here with the transfers. Let's see if I can put it in between the pages to try to keep them straight, because those are transfers. I had another one here. It's probably fallen down further. Oh, I was wondering what happened on my glue too. When I cleaned off my desk, I think it was already gone from there. I can go over there. All right. I don't know. I just kind of, that will hold it up. All right, and then I have like these stamps that are pretty thick and heavy and can kind of stand on their own. And when they can't, I can just put these, what they're supposed to go in, 2 of them, but you know. Oh, and then my the reindeer I'm supposed to posh up. Sorry, Mariah. I will do it, I promise. I think I did one of them, but it's not in this pile. And I was, actually, that one that I was trying, or is that how that one came? No, these must, they had gold on them, so I was confused, because I'm like, but Patricia doesn't do gold. Anyway, those are still in there to work on. Those with the book. I have not forgotten about them. I still suffer much guilt from them. We'll put the house this way, so if anybody sees it, nobody can be on it. All right, so let's see. So I just put this one in here. I'll put it in the front though. Does it fit? Yes, it fits. So yeah, these are kind of like all background type stamps. So I kind of want to be able to fit this one in here, but he's too wide. But can I just fold him? I mean, it's a trivet. It's not. Do you think it cuts? How much would I need to cut? Because I never use the whole thing anyway, and I would like to have it here more than I would like to have it whole. Does that make sense? Yeah, it cuts. If I can cut it straight, and that could be like a little border piece. Actually, I don't like the line around the edge, so I'm actually just gonna cut off that line. Now that I'm thinking about it, that line kind of irks me when I'm stamping with it and it gets in my way. If you're a line, don't get in my way, you will get cut off. I know, I'm very strange. I wish I could be Mrs. Dr. Strange, but you know. He's kind of young for me anyway. See, now it fits. You can cut your stuff. It's your stuff. You can do what you want with it. I'm just saying. And then I got some paintbrushes up there that go in this thing. Hopefully I won't make too much noise because the microphone's right there. Same as when I put this up. And then, you know, little sticky notes that say nice things. So this can go, and then these for if I just need to grab one. Oh, we'll put our random notes back up there because, I don't know, maybe we won't. Alright, didn't get rid of anything in that, but, come to think of it though, where's the other one of these? Oh, it's not there anyway. Okay. So, that's what goes up there, in case you were ever wondering what was in front of me. Put that back so that it doesn't fall forward. Because the shelf, comes off about an inch. Because it hits the windows, not windowsill, but the trim. That's what it hits. All right. This just kind of sits here so I remember to use them. Do I remember to use them? No. But somebody sent them to me. And I need to figure out what I want to do with them. But, you know, for now, they just kind of sit up there being ignored. Let's see. And yes, I am going to throw these away. I don't need them. I don't need two pieces that pretty much do the same thing. I'm just going to maybe move my drink before I move dust around up there. Yeah, that'd be smart. This is, see, I have like a little shelf on my... you'll see it later. Or if you look back in the beginning of the video, it showed the desk, so you'll see. So this is where like my big punches go. I know it locks. Okay, now it's locked. That one does not lock. So I kind of keep my big punches that I use a lot up in that right there. And then... oh, that's where those wings came from. I was wondering where they came. I did not throw them away though, but they fell off. That was Kin Club. I've never been to a Kin Club, but they had an anniversary. My aunt gave me the little box. I don't need to keep the whole box though, but it was so cute. But now the wings have fallen off it. So okay, and these all just get piled up there. I need to put a label on this one. This one's just little, like from the backs of calendars or the backs of coloring books, just little pieces that could be used in a little snippet or a little tag or whatever. So what I might do is, I have tons of the coloring book ones, and then that might give me an idea. Just tape that on there just so I can remember what's in there. And not have to open it every single time. Yeah, it's a dusty room. I have to take off the first piece of tape to use the second piece of tape. As the first one's Dusty. You know it. I know this probably came off some stamps, but I don't need to save everyone because my aunt gave me this. So anytime that I need something like this, I can just cut it off of there. So I'm not saving that. All right, these are Amy's numbers. These are tiny numbers. And these are also tiny things. I adjusted my little tiny thing. And yes, I made my son, I think they were selling these at his work when he worked at Bob Evans, and I made him buy it and eat the mints so that I could have the box, you know. All right, those can fit next to that basket. And my other one that's small like this has needles in it, but my son needs to sew on a button, so it's upstairs. All right, what else? Oh, that's going to go over. We know where that goes now. That also is going to go. Oh, it's actually good that that went in one of the solid ones, the sponges. Now I might have to label those. I don't know. So those can go. I don't know. I made all these little things, and most of them are in a little thing, but I never refer to them in a little thing. Most of them are in here, but I don't refer to them, and I don't remember to do anything with them. So, but I don't want to get rid of them, because if I don't use them, I would probably do something like use them in collage. So, all right, we're gonna make a little pile to go over to the mixed media cart. Just set that over there. I need to figure out what to do with this. And even though I've had this covered, I still ended up getting paint on it. I think magic eraser, somebody said. And somebody made magic erasers by using OxyClean. So if you're in a country that doesn't have magic erasers, maybe you have OxyClean. I'm going to stick this behind here. I have these little cubbies. Well, I think it's a CD. Oh, shoot, it doesn't fit. Oh, man. Oh. Well, you know what? Well, I don't need to keep the whole thing. I can just put his, there we go. Now it takes up so much less space too. Now I can't see his hand. All I care about is the hand. We'll put it on the side. And I can see it. I'm all over the place. I am aware. I am aware of my over the placeness stuff. So now I can use this for something else. Or it's pretty scratched up. Actually, I'm just going to toss it. I wouldn't even donate it. I'm like, who wants a scratched up? And this I have to keep because, I mean, I don't know if Target, I'm pretty sure that's Target. And it was 2016. But this chalkboard paper actually worked really great on the gel plate. I have a few pieces I'm going to send to Patricia so she can try it out. But I want to find some, and I don't know if I'll be able to if it was just like a one-time thing with, and then I try to keep these, just kind of tuck them in there, and then I can never find them because I just dropped a stupid stamp. Tiny stamp, a little tiny rubber stamp. All right, these go with stencils, which are way over there. Ugh. And stamps. I have stamps somewhere. It's going with my fussy cut layering pieces, focal point stuff. And this goes over here. It's full, so I'm gonna have to, you know, in my mind, I'm just gonna have to use up some paint. I have some almost empty ones. They're just gonna have to get used up. That's what's gonna have to happen. And these stamps, these Seth Apter ones, I keep in a separate spot. Oh, I think I've been keeping them in this. I don't know. They'll work for that. Because I don't think they'll fit in. Goodness, don't let me. I've got another thing. If they fit in with these, then I'll keep them in here. Yeah, they do. Good. One less container. And then, I keep forgetting I have these here, but the most used, but I want to move them. These are like all the strippers from PM Artist Studio, because they're great to just have right next to me for, you know, just adding a little touch here and there if I'm working on tags and whatnot. I just like to keep this on my desk, and they fit perfectly in this little Dollar Tree little thing. And then I just have like some, well, you can use anything. I think this was like big giant tea bag filter or something that I just, but even pieces of paper just to keep them from sticking to each other. And those are stamps that need to get put away, and stamps might be the next thing we work on. So that kind of sits off to the side. This sits off to the side with my mark making ones. So we got Steph Apter and Tim Holtz mark making ones that I keep on my desk. And then now I've got, let's see, my Crackle one, and I'll have another one that I'll stick in here too, but it's a script. And then I couldn't get all the gray off. I'll work on it later, but just the splatter stamp. Couldn't find the same one that Gail has, but that's all right. It still does the splatter marks. It's all good. Now my stamps. That's a scrap, but I can reprint that paper, so I'm not willing to put it away right now. Stamps. I've tried several different ways to organize my stamps. I have yet to find a perfect way. Also, okay, so these are some more mark making ones, which I would want to keep close by. This one I have not put on the envelope what it is, apparently, or it ended up in a different envelope. These are words, and they're all like, this isn't good. They shouldn't do that. But they're not sticking to this freezer paper either, which is what I was hoping would happen. The problem is, if I can't see what the stamp is, which I can't tell, especially words, just by looking at it, then that makes it a little bit harder. Because I had been using, well, that one's dirty though, because I probably used ink on it, acrylic plates like this, but then I couldn't see what they were, so what was the point? So I'm thinking of going back to, that one's all warped now. And that's the thing too. And I don't use these that much. So which ones of these are still in decent condition that I could pass on? Because I think that's what I'll do. I don't use word stamps very much. And I have this, so I can make any word anytime. Small word. Also, I'm more apt to just print out what I want. So I think I'm gonna let these go. They will go in. I have to figure out a good way to. Oh, that's what they were in originally, and then I couldn't find the envelope. All right, but I wish they would stick to the freezer paper, but they don't want to. I'm not sure what else to use. That's got paint on it. That's nice. Anyway, I have decided though that I'm letting these go. They're too hard to find, and I don't think of them. I'll go somewhere else before I'll use those. So that's going in donate. Or someone suggested I do some mystery boxes. So I like that bird. I like these ones with the, I don't love this one though. That one, I think I'm gonna let that one go. Trying to get brutal here. Put it on there for somebody. I don't know. What is it about flying birds that I don't love? Weird. I'm gonna let this one go too. I don't see me using it. I like when they are grounded, I guess. Oh my word, these stick like crazy. They might stick to this freezer paper. I don't know. Alright, but I like that one. I don't love this one. I can, but this is how I was storing them, and you can see. Alright, I like that one, but I don't like the berries in his mouth. It kind of annoys me, so I'm not as likely to use that one. Alright, so I'll keep these 4 here. I just don't use as many as those types. These are somewhere. I definitely do use these. Those will go with the mixed media mark making. I keep thinking that I will use these, and then, other than once in a great while, I don't. So I'm going to let those go too. I told you I need to get rid of stuff and really get, I need to be ruthless. That's, all right. I have way more, whatchamacallit stamps than I need. Now, one of these, which ones are these? I like the 2.5 cent one. Where's the ship? I like the I like these stampy ones, and I like the wavy ones, and definitely have to keep the DC one. US, I kind of like that one. The big round one's not here, but I like that. I think I like these. So the other envelope is the one. We'll see if there's anything in there that I like. I mean, the reason I have to keep the Washington DC one, is that the Washington DC one? I don't think that is. One of my little stamp things is Washington DC, and that's the one that I'm more likely to use. All right, stamp here. See then. All right, see, some of these I would just put in with my. I won't look for them here. These need to go in my drawer, otherwise I'll never use them. I have a drawer of just mark making ones. And you know, I was going to make a circus journal, and I've had these for so long and I still haven't used them. There's another, this is the first part of the alphabet, the other part somewhere. I'm letting them go. These leaf stamps. Yeah, they're a different size. That I do a lot of fall stuff. And I think they're smaller than the Tim Holtz ones. So I like that I have a variety of sizes. So that one stays. And then here's the one that has the other little marks. I'm going to grab out the Washington one and let go of the other ones. There's Washington, D.C. Because I live like 30 miles south of Washington, D.C. And I'm going to let these ones go. I will. So people don't get too excited. I'll cross that one out. So I'm letting those go. Alright, are any of these that I don't like? No, I think I like all these. These are like the, you know, like the Tim Holtz little bits. Alright, there's an envelope. Close to my heart envelope. We'll see what happens. Too bad it didn't fit in there. Alright, so these are the keeps. That's where they can go. I really like this one. I think it says imagination or imagine. And it's really cool and I love it, but I'm letting it go. So, see, I told you I'm trying to get really... Alright, and then this is the drawer I was talking about. Alright, I'm keeping that one, but I may... That's a Stampin' Up! One, so I guess I have to... That's a Tim Holtz one. See, these are the little ones I'm talking about. Like, even these were in a separate thing, but they just need to go all together. This is a flower one. I think that was in... It was not in there, but... This is the mark making. Just a smaller version of it. I don't know why I have these separate either. Really, I have like mark making ones in a little drawer like this, and then like the numbers and stuff in a little drawer like this. And then there's another. And then I have another one that basically just has script and stuff like that. So that is a flower. These are my new ones that are like my favorite that I love. And I found, oh man. I saved the back to it, but I don't know what happened to the back of it. Hey, I found that other transfer. These are nice and sticky. I'm just going to put it to the back, which actually wouldn't be a bad way to store those, period, because then I don't have, you know, if I take the back off of one, it's still on another one. There you go. These are one I plan to use a lot, so I'm going to see if they fit in here with my Tim Holtz and Seth After ones. No. Okay, we'll stick them in here with the script and the crackle. Especially springtime right now. I plan on using those a lot. And this, I'm going to put in that drawer with the inkers. And these are all little ones. You know what I got these? I got these when I had COVID. I remember that. I do remember that. Alright, so my postal ones... All right, that's the ones that I was gonna probably stick over there. What happened to the post? Oh, they're right here. So I'm going to, first off, remember which drawer is which. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here so I know that that one is in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I know which one it is, so that's all that matters. So these are my postal ones. So these are the ones I'm keeping. Although these are my, yeah, I was trying to separate the mark making ones. I don't need to do that. All right. So these are my mark making. This is my mark making drawer. That's what this one is. And some of my numbers got in here. So these little bits. All right, and then mark making type ones. I gotta be careful because these ones can ruin other stamps. I found that out the hard way. But if they will stay stuck to the edge, that would be great. Yeah, I got paint on this one, so it doesn't work so great. I'm thinking about, I think this is this the set that my little round numbers came in? I don't know. So that's a mark making one. And these are all mark making ones. Don't know why they're not in there. So they're gonna go in there. And that's one less thing. I like to keep things by style. And I know this is not the best way to store your, you know I'm not wasting that medallion, right? It's not the best way to store your stamps like in piles like this, but it's the way that works for me that they get used. They get used when I do it that way. That's more important to me, personally. Alright, so these are the number ones, and I have another, I might need to get a bigger box for those, actually. Alright, next. My big daisy, I love my big daisy, that stays. These were questionable ones. It's a little fence, oh, it had a bigger, oh, here, yeah. I'm not going to keep those. I thought I was, and then I used it, and I was like, oh, that's not what I thought it was. So, there was that. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. But I'm thinking about replacing it because it's all warped. But if you use a stamp so much that it actually ends up needing replaced, I think that's a good thing. Alright, so this is going to go in here. And I'm letting that go. And we got more little numbers and flowers. I need to clean those. This is a mark making one that I use a lot, and it does fit in that drawer, so it can go in there. And that's where that should be too. Little flowers. See, I was just so sure that I was going to make a circus journal, and I haven't, and I've had this for 3 years, and it hasn't even been opened. I'm letting that go. And then there's the rest of the numbers. I'm letting that go. And then there's this daisy I like, even though it's a little bit warped. A little bit warped. It'll go with the flowers. That acrylic plate can go in that drawer. Numbers. Oh, and this little piece of paisley, that's mark making to me. Thought I was going to use these. They're so cute. They're little animals. And they'd be great in a circus journal too. But I don't think I'm going to make a circus journal anymore. So I'm going to probably put those in a set and maybe put them in my shop. I keep thinking that I will use these book ones. And I used one once. Well, I would use these and I would use this. I think. Yeah, I still like the book ones. I'm just going to hold on to those too. Now these, I keep finding them. I'm not going to use. I was like, it's really cute. I thought they just said like 50 cents. Like it says 50 cents. And that's what I thought they were going to be. But it's actually the coins. Oh shoot, I just dropped over my. Oh, that's annoying. So I'm letting these go to, if I can find a teacher that wants them, I definitely would love for them to go to a teacher that's teaching money. What grade is that? I can always go down to the elementary school and see if that teacher would be interested. I gotta find them all first. I have them all. I Alright. This broke. I think I have them. Do I have them on thicker ones now? Because the Tim Holtz one I was keeping on. Because you can see the pictures on the back. That was the difference. And also I try to keep my Tim Holtz one separate. In here. And well, these are all just as thin, but I have not used these. I bought them, never opened them. I'm letting them go. What goes on this one? Field notes. Oh, I don't have my field notes on that one. I put my field notes in a little drawer. So, I'm just gonna take this cracked one, take these leaves, put them over here. Hopefully find the other leaf before too long. And see if we can get this off. Nature's Wonder. Oh my word. Alright, well, see, yeah, that's like totally... The thinner ones are not the best for this because of that. They crack. I think that cracked like the first day I had it or something. It was ridiculous. Alright. So this is Nature's Wonder. I need to just... I'm not going to work forever to get that label off. I'm just going to do this. And mark what it is. Not with blue. Which is Nature's Wonder. The reason I saved these is because someone said you could get them to work again. But I haven't done that yet. So this week we're going to test that theory out and get rid of the ones. And if it doesn't work, then we're just going to get rid of the ones that don't work. Nature's Wonder. CMS343. There. Now I can go in the trash. And that can go in the box. Alright, there's more. There's like a whole box here. I'm just kind of trying to pull out a few at a time, I guess. These, oh, dragonflies and bees. I'm keeping those. I thought they'd be fun for summer, the lemon slices, but I don't know. And then I thought this was really cute too. It's got the jar, but I can't keep them all. I have too many. Let's see. These owls. I kind of love the owls, but I might put them on here with the birds. Where's the birds? Because they are birds, and now I have room. But honestly, I don't know that I'm going to use this owl. He's cute and everything, but I don't do a lot of, like if I do, I don't know if I'd think of him. I'd rather just have a general, he's really cute though. I do agree, he's super cute. I'll put the snowflakes with him too. And then this tiny little bird, I'm not as likely to use a tiny little bird. Alright, so the coffee ones I'm keeping, and we've got our birds here. I'm still keeping these. But if I don't use them at all, I mean, I've used that one. It's ridiculous. Too many stamps. Alright, these are keeps. Oops. And I've got my butterflies. Do I have more than just these butterflies? I don't know. That fell out because this was open. There we go. So that's what I do. I stamp on the envelope, put the stamps in there, and then use a little medallion. Keep thinking I'll use numbers too. I have so many numbers, and I love numbers. There's not an ampersand in there, so I'm going to let that go. Ampersand, not ampersand. I know what it is. I was so excited about these words when I got them, but I used them like once or twice, and I don't use them. Here's another one of these birds that I like. The more artsy fartsy bird. You got like words and stuff on him. Hey, where'd you go? You just fell back in there. You're not supposed to do that. Oh my goodness. Well, when I find him again, he'll go back on there. And these animals were my favorite animals. I gotta find the fox. I've used those so they didn't get put away. Oh, that was the other one. I think I'm gonna let that one go. I use it sometimes. I use it on a project, and I don't know that I will again. I have these lines. So do I need this line? Which line am I more likely to use? These are see-through, but none of them are as wide as my tags usually are. So, and I have used them. You can see that I've used them. I mean, they were used when I got them, but I'm pretty sure I've used them. Well, like that one's even more like a mark making one. So, sometimes I just like to have lines. I'm just weird like that. So those ones I will keep, because they can just be mark making as well. And the splashes, let's see, this leaf goes with some certain flowers, but these are the coffee and the splashes and stuff like that. I'll keep those. My Posca pens go in a different place. These are, the one that I love the most is the one that got ruined. So I think I'm gonna let these go. And these are my favorite words that I have, and they're around, so I'm keeping those. And the train I have to keep. Just saying. These are all the numbers. This thing I really like, so that's why I didn't need the other numbers also. So that should be enough numbers for my you know, for me. And the doilies, I do like to use the doilies. I like round things, so the clocks and stuff, and the little laces and stuff I like. Thought I would use these more. I've used them once or twice. I'm gonna let those go. Also, more words that I thought I would use more, and I'm not. I'm gonna let those go. And hope is never lost. I mean, those are nice and everything, but I'm gonna let them go. I don't, oh, it is in there. But I can't, this one didn't even think random thoughts. If I were to keep one, that would be the one. And I really would, it would just be I think random thoughts. I'm gonna let that one go. I can't believe all these I'm letting go. See, I'm more likely to do printouts than stamps. That's the thing. So this nautical set here, I'm gonna let that go. Wow, I have quite a pile over there. There's the other leaf. I knew it had to be here somewhere. I told you it was going to be a major clear out. Hope I didn't lie. Alright. Said light, I would love to be able to have all my words stuck. Would love for all my stamps to fit in this little container. That would make me so happy. This is, oh, these funny fish. They're so cute. I'm letting it go. This goes on the back of that coffee one. I'll do in a minute. There's the railroad. All the railroad stuff's supposed to stay together. But the train itself was missing at the time. I think these are adorable. But I've never used them. But I'm not ready to let them go. I just need to remember I have them. This one I will let go. I don't use it as often as I thought I would. You would think that would be my style and my jam. And here we have more. These are grungy numbers. I want to stamp those up before I decide. Because this one says like 1A. Like that one looks interesting. Like I think I want to keep those. And then I have used this one a few times. And I think I do want to keep it. Even though, like I said, I'm more apt to use. Alright, these are all trash. This is all trash. Trash. Okay, that box is empty. I know I have more stamps somewhere because I've had boxes that are, they're mostly the drawer that those go in or somewhere. Alright, this is scraps that go. I'm just gonna, do I have them over there? No, I moved them. Where did them? Oh, they're right there. My little notebooks. Okay. And I don't need to save this box or these because I'm not putting them on their blocks. What did I, oh, what is this? Oh, the tools. I thought it was so cute, but I'm not going to use it. I'm letting it go. Alright, so where are we now? Will these mostly fit in here now? think they will. If I don't have as many, then maybe I can, if I like stamp on the back, go back to using the acrylic. Although some of them work better for the, yeah, I like the envelopes though. Heaven forbid I just stick with one style of things. They will. So far, what I have here will fit in this one box, but we'll see what else I have. These things. Oh man, I just decapitated the deer. That is so sad. That was a brand new. Be careful when you're pulling your stamps off, people. Let's save the chipmunk. Let's find a fairly cleanish one of these. When I find the other ones that go with that set, I'll put it there. But don't tell Carrie that I just decapitated the deer. He gets upset about butterfly wings. What will he do when he sees that? He's gonna freak out. Love you, Carrie. All right. As I find, I know. Oh, that's where that one fell. I still haven't found the bird that fell. Hold on, but wait, there's more. The snowflakes I do use at Christmas time. But what else is in here? Let's see. Oh, these are some wood stamps. I don't think I'll use those. I won't use that. I will keep these. Are seasonal. I'm letting these go. I'm gonna let that go. See, I just won't remember that they're here is the problem. That little snail shell. The anchor, I kind of don't want to let that go, but I like a bigger anchor, so I am going to let it go. Maybe I'll make an anchor for a stamp. What's that? Oh, that's the little toys and whatnot. I'm going to let that go. That is people looking through a thing. That's a ship. That's another ship. Alright, I like the idea of these little rope knots, but in reality, they take up more space than, that's a Christmas one. It just says Merry Christmas. These are the ones that go, what's this one? Oh, that's a ribbon. I'm apparently in a very purging mood right now, and if I come to a day where I'm like, why did I get rid of that? Just tell me it was for my own good. Alright, these go with that Christmas one, that Christmas one. See, this has cute little mushrooms and stuff and leaves. That's fall, that's why that's in there. And then you have pumpkins and Halloween, and that's Christmassy. But I think I've used the Tim Holtz ones before. I'd use that one anyway, so I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let these summer ones go because I don't think that I'll use them. And my pineapple and aloha words, and yeah, I've had them for like 3 years. I like used them once, I think. Okay, what's here? Some Christmassy ones that I don't think that I'll use actually, except for, hold on. I do like the Santa and the reindeer, and this is one of my favorite ones, the 25 December round one. So, alright, so these are my seasonal ones. I would love for those to actually fit in the same box as the other ones. I would like to not have a separate seasonal box. Let's put it that way. That says joy. But as we said, I don't necessarily... Alright, all these ones and the wood ones and stuff are going in this basket. Those are all... so yeah, okay, alright, I like that. What's in here that I might want to keep for giveaway? Oh, this one I'm keeping just until I finish that, the journal that I made, the cover that I made that has the blueberries. I'm just using it for that journal. Then I might send it with that journal. Are these, what is this? These are more snowflakes that came with the, and it's falling apart, so that's just, I think there's another one in there too. I don't know where the actual owl is that came with that. There's little snowflakes. I do like having different size snowflakes though at Christmas time, in winter. Alright, I'm going to let go of the joy. I'm holding the joy in my heart. I'm letting go of the joy stamp. Cheers. The Merry Christmas. But you know what I do like? I like the snowflakes. So I'm going to keep the December 25th, which is one of my favorites. I like that one. And this is just a little mark making one. Actually, I'm going to put that with my mark making stamps. And then these are all snowflakes. So I will keep, they may go in an envelope so they take up less space. But for, oh, there's another snowflake. For right now, not the bird, what is that? I still haven't found the bird that fell. Oops. Oh, these are going. I know I have more stamps too because I have not seen, oh, I found the bird. I have not seen all of the stamps that I know I have. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah. See, it's like a Raggedy Ann doll with a ball and a block. But, which is cute in theory. Alright, the bird's going in there. That's going in, oh, let me see if I can fit these. That's what I was going to do. Our little holiday, we can have some fun. And even if I put this in there, which I will put something, I still have like that much space. So I have all these little flowers and leaves and stuff. Oh, these, I need to clean these. It's so disgustingly dusty. They go with this, but for right now, they're gonna go in here with the other Christmassy thingamabobs. Alright. I used to have 2 boxes full, plus another box, plus another box, and yeah. Okay, now this takes up a lot of space, but they're bigger letters that I can make bigger words, and I actually have used these recently, and so I kind of, and I just got them, so I'm not ready to let those go. I like this that it's tall and thin, but it's grungy. Because it's grungy, it looks like it doesn't print good is the problem that I have with that one. Let me print it real quick and see. That goes over there. That goes with the stencils, because it's a label for one of the, actually it's for, I can't reach it now. This is fussy cut stuff. Words. See, I'm more likely to use these words than stamp words. So yeah. Here's the giant scissors that were my grandpa's. He figured he didn't have to cut as many times if it was big like that. And the inside of my headband headphones. Okay, this is all fussy cut in this box. That was down on my stamp shelf, which is why I pulled it up. What else is down here? There's more stuff on this shelf. Oh. Oops. I dropped a letter. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, now it's to my feet. Tim Holtz stamps all go in this because they're too big to fit the other one. And the number 2 just fell on the floor. Supposedly, if you have these nice and clean and have the acrylic nice and clean, they'll stick. I have not found that to be completely true. Alright, and then here's a calendar with pretty birds, and I will show one of these days. I wanted to do it in January or February when people were like, you know, what do I do with my calendar? But no, I didn't do that. Alright, so those are the Tim Holtz ones. They go right there. These are the other ones. Whoops. Oh my goodness. How many times do I have to bend over to pick something up off the floor? Which will go right here. And I know that there's more that will fit in there. And then my block ones. And that's so pretty. Let's see. Oh my goodness. There's a bottom shelf here. Hey, where's my, because you know, you saw them, right? Yesterday. My thing. And then there's all these that I forget about, but I don't need little ones because I've got that one thing that does all the things. It's a number, and those are marked with the numbers. Yeah, like these. I already have another thing that does that, so I'm going to let these go. Same with those, even though they're a different font. But I forget I have these, so yep, I'm letting those go. I'm letting all that go. I'm letting these go. Because I'm more likely to use the thing that has them all together. Right? We don't need to sit there looking at it. See, this comes out so you can wash the headband. They don't tell you that in any instructions or anything. This one's really sweet, but I don't love it as much as I love the other ones that I have that are this big. So I'm letting this one go. Let's see. So these can go there. What else is on this shelf? Anything? Something's back there. Oh, look, more envelopes. I knew there had to be more envelopes of stamps, that is. These little ones are really just more mark making ones that I would look for them in. Also, they're the ones that when they get stuck to each other, they ruin everything. See, look at that. It melted onto it, basically. So that's trash now anyway. And most of these are already in there. But it's these ones I have to be careful of. I might just get rid of them all. Alright, I really like that. It's only glued on the... Oh, shoot, it ripped. That's alright. I can even use half of it somewhere. I'm sorry, but I really like my medallions, especially the ones that I painted. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, labels. Definitely. In fact, they might get their own box. What else? Because I have more. That's the only reason. Because there's more. There's more labels somewhere. Where they're supposed to be? No. Why would they? Oh, there they are. Alright. Eccentric. I'm going to hold them with that with the Tim Holtz. Because I don't have any more that fit the Tim Holtz ones. Because they broke. Alright, this bunny is so cute. But I'm not as likely to use it. Even though I was like, I love those bunnies. I don't know. Alright. That can be trash. That is just paper. That is a bone folder. And those are the random things that were on that bottom shelf. So now that bottom shelf is empty. So maybe I'll be able to put my stencils down there now. If I can keep all my stamps to the top shelf. Oh, found more stamps. Shocker. Alright. So, labels. Trash. Gotta watch out for those cheap stamps, that's all. Isn't she cute? I'm letting her go. I got that because my son loves daffodils, but, you know, when is he gonna use a stamp? I mean, it's a little bit tall. I don't know. See, this is a doodly one, so that goes with mark making. It's just a square. These are the two mice ones that I have. I don't like raisins. But he's so cute. But I don't like raisins. Just for that reason alone, I'm letting him go. And the camera one. Cheese. I might put him on two pieces of tissue paper and then let it go. That goes in unfinished ephemera. Anybody? Oh, there it is. This is also, that is, see, stuff ends up, shoot, I missed, I put that in the wrong place. Alright, that can go in the trash. I'm not willing to file it away with scraps. Okay. I'm going to let go of the Winnie the Pooh ones. I have them for nostalgic purposes, but they take up space and I've never used them. So how did those fell in there apparently. Mark making. I almost got rid of that once and I went to look for it. These ones just make squares basically. These are all mark making. Hey, I still have to find this one. I don't know what happened. Oh, is that the one that got ruined by the other stamp? That might have been what happened. That's one I made. I don't love them. They don't need to take up space in my world. This one I do like. I like those types. Oh, there's something about this that with the snarky. Well, you know what? That's what I might do so I don't forget about them. I'm gonna stick them on my snarky. I want to do something with snarky for them, so I'm taking them. Why can't the whole gray thing come off? Or none of the gray thing? I hate when it does that. because now it's not going to stamp clean. There we go. Just, all right, I'll work on that in a little bit, but I'm going to like tape them onto there basically, or something, because that's what I want to use them with, the snarky. That's the only thing I care for them about, is just snarky comments, because I mean, they're over the porch just making snarky comments. You know they are. You know they are. All right, I'm putting them this way, and I'll remember what they are, I think. But I don't want to put tape on their faces. Does that make sense? I don't know. And this one, I've kept it on the wood block. It's got paint on it now. Let's see. Can I get that off without... There we go. I'm just going to put that in my mark making. Takes up much less space that way. If I keep this one, it's going to be not on the wood block. But if it won't come off the wood block, it's like, it's really hard, like almost like this is starting to dry rot or something. But all right, I need things to take up less space. I used to use these a lot, you can tell, because they got paint and stuff on them. I have not done this much, but I haven't done much gel plate printing lately either. But they're kind of big to go in the my mark making one, because that's what I use them for. I mean, they can fit though. Okay. One of the prompts was to make a stamp, so I did. That was what those were from. All right, anything in here worth filing away? Nope, I can reprint her. All right. These Winnie the Pooh ones, found them at the thrift store. I never paid full price for them, so I don't feel too bad about it. But they are all going, and here is the pile of all these going. Some may end up in my store. If you see one that I said is going that you would like to purchase, they'll cost about $4 to ship. So, you know, you can offer me a decent, not high price, but you know, because you got to pay, you know, $4 just to ship them. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, oh, just easier to donate them, because who wants to pay $4 for shipping? But if you see one in there that you think you'll never find anywhere else, and you're willing to pay the shipping for it, and a couple bucks maybe, I mean, I don't need a lot for it. Just enough for my time, basically, and the cost of what I... Oh, I was going to stamp this out to see, right? Stamp it out on this messed up envelope. Let's use... Oh, I just inked this one up, so it should be nice and juicy. I mean, it's tall is what I like about it, but there was something the last time I was trying to use it, but for some things I would, if it's in the background or whatever. But I don't want to keep it on the wood block, because that's just too much. Ooh, I was able to get it off, just a little bit of the foam sticking to it. Telling you, I need stuff to not take up too much space. Otherwise, it's just too overwhelming. All right, this goes over here, blocked by stuff. All right, I have a thing for 3 drawers here. Guess how many drawers are in it right now? If you guess 0, you are correct. I mean, there's stamps in the bottom of it, but there's no drawers. Like this, I would use a script. Oh, here's more script. And that's the reason I keep that, is because it's script. And that's mark making, and that's labels. All right, that's trash. This is the mark making ones. It goes in the middle, because the numbers go on the bottom and the script go on the top, because that's how my brain works, apparently. But now that I'm keeping most of my script over here, these flowers might go in one of the drawers. We'll see. Right now, we'll just go in here. Why is that glued shut? That's weird. And then I'll have to re-stamp an envelope because I have ones in there that are not that anymore. And I was keeping him just for a minute. I'm thinking, I mean, Stampin' Up, they make you say if you're using their stamps, but they're lines. I don't think you can copyright lines anyway. And it's 2000. There's got to be a point where they're like, yeah, you know, if you got it at a thrift store and it's just something like lines, then we're not gonna sue you over it. I mean, I don't think they're as bad as Disney anyway. Oh, that's where all my flowers ended up, and my bunny. I just found a bunch of, that's where a lot of my stamps are, except for the oh my word. There we go. And it's sticky, of course, so. But this is plastic. So I'm just gonna stick it onto there, and that takes up less space than a wood block. Just saying. This has little scraps in it. This has bigger scraps in it. In case you're wondering where those go, they just stay up there with these journals that I'm working on. I need to make that video. That's another collage one, and we won't talk about what that one is for because she watches the channel. Alright, I found my animals. Here's my squirrel. I'm not getting rid of my squirrel. This goes somewhere else. Which one of the drawers, the red drawers over there, and the bunny. I think I kept him on the the plastic ripped off. Well, it's better than him being beheaded. Like the poor deer. That was Inkadoo. I don't know. Should I write them and say, hey, I don't have a deer? Well, actually, the deer would have been the one I would have used the least anyway. Alright, let's put these down here so that if they don't stick, they don't just totally fall out of that little thing. And then this is just a bunch of floral ones. You know what? I think that I might use these in this drawer. Got my ferns. Let's see. Oh, this has been a while now. I got all these flowers. Maybe I can keep those on there a little. These Tim Holtz flowers. That wouldn't go in there though. Flower, flower. Flower power. This could be my flower power drawer. I mean, I could still. Oh, this is that guy. I don't know. Am I ever gonna use him? Oh, that's where she came from. Well, she's not a she. She's an it. Alright, yeah. I like the hats and stuff. And yeah, I'm keeping that. And then these are all just the flowers and whatnot, including the Tim Holtz flowers. Just different. Stick that in there. Maybe I'll organize them at some point. But for right now, all the flowers can go there. And this stood up. And then I think my labels can go in here with these words. So my labels, I think, will go there. And I'll stick those into the flowers in case I separate the envelopes. So I've got these little things here and then my label stamps. I'm going to put them and my strawberry stamp. See, this one I put a thing on the back so I could see it. These are two pretty big stamps. I do have a bunch of these little things that I could put like the bigger stamps like this in. And it is plastic on the back. So that actually works pretty well. Alright, I don't even have to have that flap out. I can have it in. The easier to get it in and out, the better. I did not know what I was going to use those for. Now I kind of know. That goes with the flowers. These ones are going. Don't know what happened to these. Thought I saw some of them a little bit ago. Oh, for right now, he's just going in that basket till I find the rest of them. Okay. So now these journals can go back up there. Oh, and then if I want, oh, these are the other numbers, you know, in case I want more numbers. Just, you have no idea. I just don't know how you can know the problems I have with myself. All right, put my scrappy boxes back up here. Okay. And put these, oh, this can go down here. Well, right now, so far, those are fitting in that box. I think that's got to be it for today, right? Because we are an hour and 13 minutes. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that was sorting and whatnot for today. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.